Okay, so we're going to start our warm-up, which is the heel to toe, warming up the ankles. So we come heel and toe and heel, okay? As we do this, we're going to take the arms across the body and out and across. Like saying everything opposite of what I'm doing. It's a good sign, right? All right, so today we are doing our 2020 workout. It's our last workout of the year. Woohoo! I'm sure we are all so sad to say goodbye to 2020. But if you remember all the way back to like January, which honestly seems like more than 12 months this year, but we did this workout. So we brought in the new year with it, and we're gonna say goodbye to the year with it. I took it and I put it in the chat in case I'm moving too fast for any of you, or maybe in case you want to do it a few more times before it's 2021. All right, check it out. We're going to do knee pull downs now. So we raise the arms, we pull down and lift the knee, okay? We're standing tall. We're using those arms with a little bit of force as they pull down. I'm going to start adding a little bit of a hop in between mine. Just a little extra energy. Feel free to keep it here, or if you're ready to take it up a notch, we're going to run it right here, okay? We've got escalating knees this morning. All right, just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do hand curls right here, okay? Pulling back, front to back, heels coming up towards those glutes. All right, so same thing as we did with the knees. Now a little hop here, okay? Just taking it up a notch. Now you are welcome. Keep it right here. Or if you want to take it up to that third tier, you're going to run like butt kicks, okay? Make sure you're standing tall. All right, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, we're going to take these feet a little wider than hip width apart. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this. Arms are going to come up overhead. We're going to hinge at those hips, coming with a nice straight back down towards the floor. If you can't touch the floor, like this, bend those knees, and then we're going to come up through the center. Okay, everyone will bend their knees at that point. All right, so let's hinge forward, bend the knees, raise those arms, and press up through the center. Hinge forward, bend the knees, raise the arms up to the center. Just warming up that whole body. Do 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Very good. All right. Then we're going to do a reverse lunge. And raise those arms and reach back. Hold here for a second. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. We'll do the other side. Reverse lunge. Reach back. 3, 2, 1. Let's do 1 more each leg. Reverse lunge. Reach. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. And reverse lunge. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. You need a march or a jog right here. So our 2020 workout. 20 exercises that we do 20 reps of. 20 reps for some of these exercises is a lot. Oftentimes in this class, we'll max out at 10 of something, okay? So hang in there. Do what you can. As I mentioned, I put it in the chat if you get behind or if you're like, what on earth is she doing? okay? But just do what you can. So we're starting off with 20 jumping jacks. So those can be split jacks. These can be or regular jacks. As we do these, I want you to think about having nice, strong arms as you come up, and then giving a nice press as you come down. That your arms are pushing through the air, pushing the air aside. Okay, so strong arms up and down. 20 of these. Here we go. Out and down. Make sure you're breathing. Halfway. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. We're going to be doing alternating reverse lunges next, okay? The next 3 exercises are going to be lunges. Hang in here. So, we're going to stand nice and tall. We're going to lunge back, bring it back to center, and do the other side, okay? So, we are going to do 20 each leg, if you can. If you do need to make it 20 total, that is also fine. Just do what you can. All right. Watch that form. Chest is raised. Nice big step back. And pace is at your own pace. If I'm going a little fast, feel free to go slower. Got nothing to go? 10. So we're over halfway on these guys. Watch the form, especially as we get to the end of it. Okay? I tend to kind of slow down as we get further in. Got 5 more each leg. Once we're getting tired, that's okay. Three more each leg. Two more each leg. And 1 more. All right, so shake that out real quick. I said that the next 2 exercises after that one, we're also going to do lunges. So, we are. What we're going to be doing is we're going to do 20 pulses on side 1, and then 20 pulses on side 2, okay? So those are the next 2 exercises. So we'll be splitting the legs, okay? And then this is where you get to decide how far into that lunge you're sinking. It can be nice and high, it can be even lower. So 20 pulses this side, we'll stand up, we'll switch, 20 the other, okay? Here we go. Come down. To 20. Chest raise. You got this. Halfway. Maybe 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Let's switch those feet. Again, you decide how low you sink. Here we go. Pulse for 20. You got this. Halfway. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Next. Okay, so this next one, you're either going to be doing tuck jumps for 20, which is a lot for 20. I'm going to be taking a few breathers in between. Or you're going to be doing knee pull downs. What we're looking for here is power. So if you are doing a knee pull down, I want force as you bring that knee up and pull the arms down. Okay? If you're doing those tuck jumps, you come to a slightly bent knee, okay? Come up and we tap, we hit the hands onto those knees. Okay? You could also switch this for jump squats, which is an in-between of the pull downs and the tuck jumps, where you're just right here instead. Okay? But I want you to try and give me 20 of them. Like I said, I probably will slow it down the further in we get. You can even take a breather. Feel free to do the same for you. 20 of these. Come to that slightly bent knee. Here we go. Keep going. Halfway. Take that breath if you need it. 5 more. This might be the last one. Whew. That'll get your heart rate up. You need a sip of water, grab one. You're still going. You've got this. Okay? Whew. Okay. Then we're moving on to exercise 6. Okay? This one is push-ups. Again, this is going to be another one. It's going to be a little challenging to do 20 of. We usually do these in sets of 10. So if you need to do 10, and then sit back in child's pose, or come up to downward dog, catch your breath, come back and do the final half, please feel free to. You're welcome to do these on your knees. You're welcome to do them on an elevated surface. Okay, whatever you need to do to get through all 20 of them, okay? All right, so I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna try and have nice, good form for all of these. Here we go, down and up. Make sure you're breathing. I just did my 10. So if you need to, you can come back to downward dog, child's pose, catch your breath, come back. You do it again if you need to. I've got 5 more. Got 1 more. When you're done, you sit back in child's pose. If you're still going, you've got this. Leave it all on the floor. Show 2020 how you feel about it. When you're ready, you can grab another sip of water. Okay? Our next exercise will also be down on the floor. We're going to be doing Supermans. Okay? So you can either do alternating Supermans. That's where opposite arm, opposite leg lift up. Okay? Or you can do full body Supermans. I'll demonstrate real quick. You're doing alternating right here, like this. If you're doing both arms, you're lifting and lowering. Okay? So 20 of these. Here we go. Lift and lower. Make sure you're breathing. Try and keep those eyes on the floor. That'll help keep the neck in line. Halfway through. Five more. When you're done, you can come up to Sphinx pose. Elbows can close to the body. And lift that chest. Okay? Try and make a few deep breaths. Whew. All right. So we're going to be doing some tricep dips next. You can do these on the floor or with an elevated surface. This is one where if you use an elevated surface, it will actually give you a bigger range of motion, at least the potential for a bigger range of motion. I'm going to show you real quick on the ground and then talk about ways to use like a chair or a bench or a coffee table or whatever. So with either option, fingers are going to be pointing towards the feet. You're going to lift up, bend at the elbows, and straighten out. Okay? So that's how you can do it on the floor. I'm going to bring my bench out real quick. I think Noel's probably going to join me over here. All right. So if you're using a bench or coffee table, whatever, fingers come over the edge of it. It can be made a little easier by bending the knees. Okay? We're coming down, pressing up. harder by straightening out those legs. As we come down, you want to try and stay really close to the bench. Try to see if I can go like to the side of it. Maybe. So you want to almost like almost scrape the back of the bench or the chair or the table, wherever you're using the back. Okay? Try not to have a really big gap. Alright? So choose where you'd like to be. We're going down now for 20. You need to break in between, maybe a 10. Feel free to do so. Okay? Here we go. Down and up. You got this. That's halfway. And now I slow down. 5 more. 5, 4, doing that burn. 3, 2, and 1. If you're still going, keep it going. You're done, shake it out. Feel free to circle those wrists. Okay? Whew. I'm going to put my bench back, and then we'll talk about the next exercise. For our next exercise, we're coming down to the ground again. You're going to be doing a glute bridge. Okay? So come on down. You're going to bend those knees. Feet are on the floor. I'm going to turn so my palms are up. And then we're going to lift up, squeeze the glutes, and lower down. We'll do 20 of these. Okay, here we go. Lift and squeeze, and lower. Lift and squeeze, and lower. So go. That's halfway. And more. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we have a little core section here. The next thing we're going to be doing is crunches on the ground. So 20 of them. Let me go over this real quick. We just want to make sure we have good form. We're going to take the fingertips, cradle the head with the fingertips. I'm actually going to bring my legs up. Doing that will help kind of press that low back into the floor, which is what we want to do. If you do keep those feet on the floor, make sure that you're pressing that low back. So with the crunch, we're going to lift up, squeeze, and lower. Lift up, squeeze a little higher, and lower, okay? So I said I was going to lift my feet. You're welcome to join me, okay? So 20 of these. Here we go. Up, up, and down. Up, and down. Make sure you're breathing. The chin is off of that chest. Elbows are wide. Halfway. Make sure that you are leading this with the abs and not the neck. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, lay down for a second. Stretch from toes to fingertips, reaching, lengthening that whole body. We're going to be doing a reverse crunch next. So a reverse crunch, we're going to be taking those legs up in the air and we're going to pretend like we're kicking the ceiling. I want this to be a nice and controlled movement, okay? So you can take the arms to the side. Some people like to put them under kind of like the hip bones. Feel free to do whatever you like. Like this, your sitting bones. All right, so you bring the legs up, you're going to kick. And so we're lifting again with the abs right here. A lot of times I'll see people like go backwards like this. And if you're doing it right, that's still a good exercise, but most of the time people are using momentum instead of using the power from the abs, okay? So try and keep it straight up and down, okay? All right, here we go. So we're going to kick and lower, up and lower, You've got this. Halfway. To get to this last half, check that form. Are we feeling that burn? In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Whew. All right. We have one more lying here on our backs. We're going to do a marching bridge. So we did a glute bridge where we lifted up and lowered down. We're going to lift up. We're going to stay. This is our base position. And what we're going to do is we're going to march one knee towards the chest and then the other, okay? If your core is a little done, feel free to just hold at the top like this. Okay, but if you can, we're going to march 20 times each leg. Here we go. March. And march. Again, I have my palms up towards the ceiling. This helps us use the right muscles for this. I'm doing my marches nice and controlled, partially to slow myself down, but also just to really focus on those muscles. Keep it going. That's halfway. Make sure you're breathing. That's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come down. We're going to sit up, okay? We've got one more core focused move, and then we'll move on to some other muscles of the body. So we're going to be doing some 100 pulses. 100 pulses, we do those out of boat pose. So you can come, sit tall, and lean back, and have this be your boat pose. You can lift those feet. You can also straighten out the legs here. What the arms are going to do is the arms are going to come out to the side, and this is where the pulses come in, right here like this. Like you are pushing air down with those hands, okay? So we will pulse for 20. And I want these to be nice intentional pulses. Sometimes when I do these for myself, I know like, how fast can I make those arms flat, okay? You want it to be intentional. 1, 2, 3, okay? If you do need to hustle through and do it quicker, if you just cannot stand to be there that long, that's fine. But if you can, slow it down, okay? So let's sit tall, lean back till you feel those abs engaged. If you want to lift your feet, you can. Here we go, pulse. Take it into the core. If you feel like it's pulling on your hips, bring those feet down. I've got 5 more. 2, and 1. All right. So, one final core move. I'm sorry if I already said that was the last one. That was a lie. Okay, so one final core move, and then we will really move on to other muscles of the body. We're going to be doing some up-down planks, okay? So an up-down plank, you start high, so arms are straightened, and then we come low to the forearms, okay? This can be done on knees or toes. Let me demonstrate real quick. Both of those, and then I'll show you another modification using an elevated surface. So we're here, we come down, we press back up. You want to try and think of keeping the body as in control as possible. We don't want to be rocking too much side to side. We don't want to be piking up with the butt, okay? I mentioned it can be done on the knees, okay? So here and down, okay? And another way it can be done is on a bench or an elevated surface. If, like maybe a sofa, something that's soft, okay? And press up, all right? So our goal is 20 of them, okay? If you can only do 10 and then maybe hold the plank for the rest of the time, that's great too. Just do what you can do, okay? So I'm going to come to my high plank and come low low, press up, up. I'm going to alternate which hand I go down with. Keep it going. Try and keep those, when you're extended up, you want to have the hands under the shoulders, okay? How many are you on, Noel? Okay. Halfway, guys. Keep it going. About 5 more. One more for me. When you're done, you can come to those knees. You're still going. You've got this. Hang in there. Finish it out. Okay? Whew. And now, for reals, we'll move on to some other muscles. I don't have another core move lined up just yet. There's one later on. We'll finish it off like that. Okay, so we're getting to the section where we can add weights. We're going to be doing some bent over rows next. So bent over row, we've done these before, but just a quick recap. Hinge at the hips, feet are hip width apart. Got the weights here, arms are extended out. We're going to row up, elbows coming up towards the ceiling, and extend back down. Okay? 20 of those. So grab your weights. Stand tall. We're going to hinge at those hips. Arms are extended out. Okay? Here we go. Let's row up and out. Make sure you're breathing. Feel free to pace yourself. I'm halfway through. Got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, so then we're going to calf raises next. With a calf raise, all we're going to do is we're going to come to those toes and back down. You're welcome to bring weights with you. Keep the weights in your hands. You can put weights on your shoulders, okay, if you would like. You're also welcome to do this just body weight, especially if you need to grab onto something for balance, like a wall or a chair. All right, 20 of these. Here we go. Up and down. Probably halfway through, you'll start to feel a little burn in those calves. Roll with it as best you can. Halfway. Okay, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Next, we're going to be doing squats. So again, you're welcome to keep weights for this or do this body weight. Okay? So we're going to bring those feet hip width apart. Chest is open. We're going to squat down and stand up. Okay? All right, here we go. Down and up. We do have weights. They can go either at the side or on the shoulders. Make sure that they are not forcing you around forward unnecessarily. Halfway. Keep breathing. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Weights can go to the side if you still have them. So, this next exercise is going to be high knees. So thinking back to the warm-up, you have options. It can be a knee pull down right here, we should be running those knees. A knee pull down will be easier, but will also take a little more time. I'm gonna run my knees, and then I'll give a little bit of a break in case you are doing those pull downs, okay? I'm gonna bring my hands out, so I'm gonna try and remind myself, bring those knees up, okay, for 20. 20 each knee, here we go. Make sure you're nice and tall. And you're breathing. Halfway. And you're doing those pull downs, keep it going. Okay? Feel free to grab a drink of water, a sip of water if you're done. All right? That was exercise 18. We've got 2 more. So the second to last exercise, bicep curls. 20 of them. Again, think of your weights. We normally do sets of 10. So if you need to go down a pound or 2 on your weights to keep up that endurance through all 20, feel free to do so. Okay, I'm going to grab my weights. You can do these seated, you can do these standing, you can do these kneeling. Kneeling will focus on the core a little bit more, okay? So I'm going to stand tall, I'm going to curl up and bring it back down. Up and bring it back down. I'm going to make sure that the elbows are staying close to the body, but they are not reaching into your sides, okay? Really focus on using the arms and not, any momentum to spreading the back. Halfway. Make sure you're breathing. You can probably hear that Noel is breathing, which is good. One more. 3, 2, and 1. When you're finished with yours, the weights can go back to the side. And then we'll be doing exercise 20, okay? Don't worry, something will be happening after that. Don't think about it too much just yet. So, we're finishing with a core exercise. This one is going to be another plank variation. So we're going to be doing hip dip planks. It's going to be done down on the forearms or from a high plank. I'm going to come to my forearms, give my wrists a tiny bit of rest. And what we do with the hip dip plank is we come side to side. So we're rotating and pivoting. Again, we want to try and stay as low as possible and not pipe up too high during this. We do want to make sure that we're also not sagging in the hips though, okay? If you don't feel ready for that, like maybe you're doing your planks on your knees right now, you can go side to side a little bit. It'll be a smaller motion, okay? Or you can just come center and hold that plank. This is also another opportunity where you could use an elevated surface, okay? We're going to go side to side 20 times. All right? Set it up. Activate that core. Once you're there, rotate and rotate. Make sure you're breathing. I'm constantly readjusting my feet. Make this work. Halfway. Got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're done, come to those knees. Get back in child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. Grab a sip of water, okay? Remember that, breathing down now. I want you to eventually stand up. If you're not there already, you're going to need to be shaking out. Shake it out. So, you did the 2020 workout, but we are coming into 2021 later this week. So what we are going to do is we're going to do just one more rep of every single exercise that we did. Therefore, making it 2020 plus 1, 2021, okay? Roll with it. But we won't start just yet. Grab a sip of water. You're taking those deep breaths. Bring your heart rate down, okay? Our bodies are probably going to be a little tired going through this, but you only have to do one rep, okay? Only one rep. Some of those will be super easy, okay? I do want us to really focus on form since it's just one rep, okay? All right. So deep breath. We will start with one singular jumping jack. So make it a good one. Excellent form. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Then we're going to start with one lunge each side. So I'm going to stand tall, take my foot back, lunge down, and back up, and back up. Then we're going to do a pulse, okay? Each leg. So come down, give me a pulse. Then we'll switch. Okay, come down, give me a pulse. And switch. See, not so bad. We will do one tuck jump or one set of knee pull downs, okay? So I'm going to make it good. I'm going to come down low, bend in my knees, jump up high. That's those knees. Perfect. One push up, okay? So make it a good one. Again, you've got that good form. Wrists under shoulders, okay? Eyes are looking kind of forward. Next. Just one. Then we come down. One Superman on the ground. Okay? Again, make it a good one. Arms are stretched up. Lift up. Lower down. Really activating that back. Then we have one tricep dip. Okay? So I'm going to come over to my bench. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to have my legs straight. You're welcome to have your legs bent. Okay? I'm going to make this a really good tricep dip. Stay nice and close to the bench. Here we go. Down. And up. Excellent. Then we'll come down to the floor. We have one glute bridge. Okay? I'm going to do a nice squeeze of the glutes at the top. Come down to the floor. Knees are bent. Hands are up. Palms are up towards the ceiling. Here we go. Up and squeeze. And lower. It's not so bad. Then we have one crunch. Okay, again, think of really activating those abs nice and slow and lower down. Then we have one reverse crunch, okay? We're going to kick that ceiling up and down. We're going to come down to the floor. We're going to elevate to that bridge and we're going to march each knee, okay? So one and one. Very good. Lower down. We're going to sit up. We're going to come into our 100 position and do one pulse with the arms, okay? So sit tall, pulling back. You can raise those feet if you'd like. Here we go. One pulse. See? Not so bad. Then we'll flip over. We're going to do one up, down plank. I want you to kind of take this in slow motion. Really focus on the muscles, okay? And on that core. Have minimal movement from the rest of the body, okay? Press forward, come down, down, and up, up. Very good. Not so bad when you only have to do one, right? Then we're going to do one bent over row. Since it's only one, maybe go with a heavier weight, okay? Really try and work the body a little bit more. All right, so just one of these. Here we go, hinge forward, roll up, extend that down. Nice. Then we have one calf raise. You can bring weights with you if you would like for this. Again, slow motion since we're only doing one. Really go through that motion. Come up, lower down. All right. Then we have one squat. So again, think of that slow motion. Here we go. Squat down. Press up through those heels. Nice. Then we have high knees. One set of high knees. I'm going to set my weights to the side. This gets a little crazy doing high knees with the weights. So again, if you're doing a pull down, nice and powerful. If you're running them, get those knees high, okay? Here we go. Done. All right, bicep curls. One curl. Again, maybe you're going a little heavier. This is only one. I'm doubling up on my weights. All right, here we go. Stand tall. Give me that one really good curl. Nice. Put those weights to the side. Coming down to the floor for the 20th exercise will be one hip dip plank, okay? Again, taking it in slow motion, we are really focusing on form, okay? And then come up, and get my position, and go side and side, bring it center. Under the knees, sit back in child's pose. Stretch those arms out in front of you. All right. We're going to finish with just a little stretching flow and then kind of our regular stretching. So I want to come, we're going to stand maybe to the top of my mat so I have space to step back. Or if you just are on your floor, to give space to step back. Okay? This is going to be a little riff on a sun salutation if you do yoga. Okay? There's many different ways to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise the arms up overhead, having a slight roundness in the back. We're going to hinge forward, taking our hands towards the floor. If you need to bend those knees, you can. And then we're going to step back one foot and then the other. We're going to lower ourselves. We're going to push up all the way to the floor. Then we're going to come up into Sphinx. Okay? Very good. We're going to come back down. We're going to head up into downward dog. So I'm going to lift my body and push back. Then I'm going to step one foot in between the hands, the other foot in between the hands. Take it all the way up to the ceiling with the arms. Reach back over the head. Bring hinge forward, coming towards the floor again. Step one foot back, and then the other. We're going to lower the body all the way to the floor, and lift up on those forearms. Bring it to the floor. We're going to push up and back into downward dog. Then bring one foot in between the hands and the other one. Reach up again and back on the head. We'll do this one more time, okay? Into the hips. Take one foot back and then the other one. Over all the way to the floor. Raise the chest. Come back down. Head up towards downward dog. So push up and back. And then bring one foot between your hands and the other one. And stand up tall. Bring your arms down to the side. Excellent. So now we'll just do our regular stretch routine. Okay? We're going to take one foot, the big step back, and press that heel towards the floor. Okay? And bring one arm across the body. And you're going to stretch here. If you'd like, you can circle the wrist. Feel free to circle it the other direction too. Keep the legs where they're at, but release that arm. Bring an elbow up high. Grab that elbow and gently pull, stretching out the tricep muscle. And release. And take that back foot forward. We're going to switch. Take that other foot back. Press that heel towards the floor. Feeling a stretch to the back. Once you've got the balance, bring that other arm across. If you want, you can circle that wrist. Circle the other way. All right. Keep the legs where they're at, but release that arm. Elbow comes up towards the sky. Grab that elbow and gently pull. And release. Let's stand it up, okay? We are going to do a quad stretch, so if you need to grab something for balance, you can. You're gonna pull that foot up. If it helps your balance, you can raise that opposite arm and find some balance in the body there. Hold a little longer. And release to the other side. Heel comes up. Reach up. Hopefully you're feeling pretty proud of yourself for making it through that. 20 reps is no joke. And then you added that extra one at the end for 2021. And release. All right, we are going to take one heel forward. We're going to hinge at the hips. Hands come to the thighs, and we're going to just lean forward. If you have the flexibility, reach for that foot. Okay? And release and stand it up. Lift that other heel forward, hinge at those hips. And you're on the thighs. You can stay right here, or you're welcome to reach for that toe. And stand up. We're going to take our feet, we're going to split them, okay? So both toes are pointing in the same direction. We're going to come down to the floor in a runner's lunge. If you need to, you can take it higher right here. Okay? What we're going to do, if you're on the floor, is I'm going to turn this into a little bit more of a hip stretch and bring both my hands in between my feet. Okay? Take this elbow and press into that leg to really open up the hip. The back foot, that heel can be pressing towards the floor, getting another nice calf stretch. Okay? All right. Then we're going to transition this into another move. I'm going to take that back foot and I'm going to turn it so it is now almost perpendicular to my front. Bring my elbow up to my thigh, and I'm going to reach overhead, getting a nice line here. Then we're going to progress this one step further. This top arm reaches up towards the ceiling. We're going to straighten out this front leg. Hand can come from anywhere from thigh all the way down to the ankle. I'm going to look up towards that raised hand. Okay? Hold here for a little bit. Noel's not on camera, but he's up here. Okay? It's totally fine to be up there. All right, then we'll come and we'll do the sequence on the other side. So starting with that runner's lunge, okay? Toes are both pointing in the same direction. You bring hands either to the floor or up here. I'm going to take both my hands inside my legs and press into this knee. Hold a little longer. Now pivot that back foot. Take this elbow to that front knee and reach overhead, lengthening through the body. Now take this top arm and reach up towards the ceiling. Straighten out this front leg. Take it anywhere from thigh down to ankle and look up towards that hand. stand up. We're gonna come have a seat on the floor, okay guys? So come have a seat, we're gonna roll onto our back, and grab the backs of my legs and roll myself down. Take one foot to the floor, the other leg is gonna come up and grab the back of my leg and gently pull. I'm gonna circle my ankle while I'm here. And circle the other way. Hold the ankle still, pull a little more. Now go ahead and bend that leg, grab your knee, gently pull it towards your chest. Focus on relaxing the body, nice deep breath. Take that opposite hand, grab that knee and gently pull it across the body. The other arm lays out to the side, trying to keep those shoulders on the floor. Bring this knee back to center. Take this leg down to the floor. When you do that other leg, it comes up, you grab the back of it and gently pull. I'm gonna add that ankle circle. Circle the other way. Hold the ankle still, okay? Hold just a little more if you can. Now bend that leg, hug that knee towards your chest. Hopefully your breathing has really calmed down by this point. Now take that opposite hand, grab that knee and gently pull across the body. Now bring that knee back to center. Bring that other knee up. So we're going to have both knees. I'm going to keep mine nice and wide. I'm going to add a little rocking motion. The rocking motion is optional. Only do it if it feels good. Now bring the body center. When you figure four, so release the knee. Cross an ankle over your opposite side. Thread your hands through and around that bottom leg. Keep this knee here nice and strong. Pushing it out and not collapsing in. Let's switch into the other side. Release. Bring those feet to the floor. Drive back to the legs, and we're going to sit ourselves up. I'm going to pull myself gently up. Find a comfortable way to sit. We're going to take and anchor ourselves with one hand. Reach up and over with the other, stretching to the side of the body. Then we're going to sit up tall, grabbing the top of the head with the fingertips, and gently pull. Take a nice stretch through the upper shoulder, lower neck muscles. Release. Let's do the other side. So anchor, reach up and over. And we're going to sit up and grab the top of the head with those fingertips. And release. We'll do 2 deep breaths together. Now let's inhale our arms up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me here over this holiday, in between holidays.